Hi, hello, and a warm welcome back to Innovation Day 3. Today, we're going a bit more exotic, at least in terms of data center. Um, Heat reuse, I believe, is where the ball is at, where the industry is at, and being somewhat responsible for starting using renewable heat in at data centers with wind cloud when we had an Algea plant. We we were asked for a partner project how to reuse the heat, and there is a bit of an issue in terms of obviously space requirements and data center location. Data centers are usually in metropole areas, so you need something that's very efficient to uh, for land use, where you can have compact systems close to the data center in and around the data center. And that meant that something I have avoided for a long time um, is now back on track, which is fish farming. We developed a set of fish farm last year. We introduced a small prototype for household use, and now we go a bit more into an industrial scale, building out of consisting out of three container modules. The thing on top is a Symbio filter, where we go into detail a little bit later. The issue with all intensive farming is, the what happens with the produce of the animals, what happens with the pee and the piss. Um, and basically, this is a biofilter combining duckweed and algae to take out the nitrate and the phosphate out of the water, minimizing the water with the real nice side effect that that duckweed basically is the soy equivalent for cow farming, so a lot of protein. Um, Duckweed is to fish like carp and tilapia. So that is a really powerful protein source. And in the double configuration, as you can see here, this is a customer project which we want to build out in a major German city. We we will have a starting eel facility. In the middle, we have a greenhouse where we then produce the duckweed, and on the right side, we have something that loves duckweed, for example, tilapia or carp. So this is the circular use of heat energy and circular use also of the food. So let me go into the fish farm there. So for presentation purposes, we have an open solution now. We have seven major tanks coming up to 7 cubic meters. So just shy over 7 times 7, just shy of 50 cubic meters of capacity, with also the compact solution in its own circle here with 4 square meters, for bringing up the smaller fish in small ideal uh, cases, with the cable runway for connecting all the automatic feeder. We have large feeder and small feeder to bring attention to the maximum, to the maximum capacity, so in an automatic feeding system. And on the other side, we have the control cabinet with all the controlling and fuses and those kind of things, and the mechanical filter system, an anaerobic filter system, and in here we have an aerobic filter system. So this is ventilated with water, creating lots of surface for bacteria to use to get from ammonium to nitrate, and then to nitrate, and the nitrate is then processed in the Symbio filter. Apologies for the most interesting part being somewhat a bit open of delicate. So here's the warm water inlet. We're just getting feedback from our heat exchanger company how big the heat exchanger has to be, and we want to put it right after the filtration, the mechanical filtration. uh, heat up the water, and then move it through the system back to the tanks. There's not a lot of height between inlet and outlet, so we don't use a lot of pump energy to pump water around. Full specification will be um, up and running in about 1.5 weeks when we have that solution finished. Yeah, as usual, you can apply and adapt with those systems, and we will come up later in the year, within probably October. We will have also a vertical farming version of the Symbio filter, which is layered so that we can become even more compact. This solution has a high output. We expect it into a 2-digit ton production of fish. We want to start with eel for first location, and with this solution, we also obviously be able to stack them on top of each other to make use of if you have really little spacing in between, then we only need 90 square meters of space to produce a lot of heat. Over the course of the year, in middle of Germany, this can absorb 250 kilowatts of heat continuously, with a maximum uh, you know energy intake of 500 kilowatts in really cold in the winter time, having temperatures running around 25 to 28 degrees, which is optimal growth for eel. So yeah, that's what we trying to build also. Thanks so much, and look out for this bit of a split week. We continue with updates probably next week and the week after for new solutions in the course of the over the course of the autumn. Thank you. Bye bye.